Okay, so this, we're going to graph this again by completing the square. To complete this square, the number in front of x squared has to be 1. So we need to factor out this -2 from the first two terms. When I factor that out, we're left with x squared plus 6x. Yeah. Why? Because -2 times x squared is -2x squared. -2 times 6x is -12x. Yeah. Then I just pull down the 10. Now that the number in front of x squared is 1, we can complete the square. Take half of 6 and square that. Half of 6 is 3. 3 squared is 9. Now this is where you need to be careful. I didn't really add 9 to this side because of the -2 out in front. I really added -2 times 9, which is -18. -18, by introducing that 9, I really added a -18. Now, like I did in an earlier video, to compensate, when we added -18, I want to compensate by adding a +18 because -18 and 18 is 0. And if I add 0 to one side, it doesn't change that side. Yeah. So be a little careful there. So now, let me erase this. We have f of x is equal to -2. This factors to, always, x plus half of that number. Half of +6 is +3. So that factors to x plus 3 squared. These numbers add up to 8. And remember, in an earlier video, when we have this, the vertex is the point HK. So H is the opposite of +3. In this case, it's -3. So the vertex is -3, and this is just the same. You keep this sign the same, +8. So that's the vertex. Let's plot that. So when we plot the vertex, -3 up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the -3, 8. That's the vertex. Now we know it's going to come down because the negative in front of the negative in front. So where is it going to cross the x-axis? How do we find the x-intercepts? Let y equal 0. So when I set this equal to 0, we get -2 times x plus 3 squared plus 8. And we set that equal to 0 because, again, we let y equal 0 to find the x-intercepts. When I subtract 8, we get -2 times x plus 3 squared. When I divide by -2, we get x plus 3 squared equals +4. Take the square root of both sides, and remember the square root property says we get x plus 3 equals plus and minus the square root of 4, which is 2. Last, we subtract 3 from both sides, and we get x is equal to -3 plus and minus 2. That is saying there's two answers. One answer is -3 plus 2, which is -1. The other answer is -3 minus 2, which is -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, -5. Now we just connect the points with our upside down graph. And there's a basic sketch of the graph of this function. Again, we can see when x is 0 to find the y-intercept, let x equal 0. And when x is 0, we get -10. So we know this is going to come down, and down here at -10 is where it's going to cross the y-axis. So that's how you graph by completing the square.